Welcome back to yet another day, Jason Brzezinski Show. And, you know, they did it again. Like, it shouldn't surprise any of us, but they did it again. This time, here they are talking about the filibuster. And how they need to, get rid of it or change it because the minority party in the Senate shouldn't have as much power as they do. And Vice President Harris supports changing it or getting rid of it altogether. And it's funny if you think about it. Because when they were the minority party, ergo last year, they sure seemed to use it. A lot. And there are a bunch of examples of when the Democrats used it this whole time when they were the minority in it. Like when 41 of them filibustered the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, which was meant to mandate care be provided for babies that survive abortion attempts. That was filibustered and blocked from advancing to the floor for a vote. They also filibustered Republicans' $500 billion coronavirus relief bill in September, after they also blocked Republicans from having a procedural vote on a $1.6 trillion coronavirus relief package twice in March last year. And they even blocked, Mitch McConnell's $500 billion, so $500 billion relief bill in October as well, which amazing how it passed right after the election. Why can you pass such a small bill now? And Nancy Pelosi said, because we have a new president now, which means the only reason she didn't pass it is because Donald Trump and them wanted it passed. But suddenly, Joe Biden wins and boom, they'll pass the little bill because it's okay then. Which is a crock, by the way. I mean, that's just last year. Just on relief. 4 people. Or straight up, like she said, that we have a new president now. So she literally, they blocked it just because Donald Trump was president. Because they passed the same exact bill after Joe Biden won. So they blocked forever and ever you guys getting money just because they wanted to hurt Donald Trump. I mean, why else would it be? We could pass a smaller bill because we have a new president now. Like, it shouldn't matter who the hell the president is. If he's with your party or not, you shouldn't be withholding money from the American people when they actually need it. They should have been working to put all that extra stuff in there, for money for all kinds of stuff, the endowment of the arts. The Kennedy Center got, billions of dollars. And all these things that they did pass, but just one that was straight up for the American people, small businesses and stuff, they said no. They even filibustered the Republicans' police reform bill that was authored by Tim Scott from South Carolina because it didn't go far enough in June. Well, here's a good idea. Your legislators, if you didn't go far enough but you like everything in it, pass that and then open up debate for what else you'd like to throw into a later one because you have the ability to do that, not just say, sorry, not big enough, not passing nothing. Just pass stuff. If you think it's good, pass it, and then move on and get deeper. People needed money, all these police reform, there's some things that need to change and all that, and they block all of it. When they were the minority party. But now that they're in control, they're trying to get rid of the filibuster so that the Republicans can't have the same, power to block things that they think, that they don't like. And look at all the stuff they're doing right now. In comparison. Trillions of stuff they spent there. They want to do tax reforms, police reforms, and reparations, gun laws, immigration laws. I mean, the list does go on and on. The stuff they want to do, and they want to, change it. So, literally, their words, the minority party has less power. It doesn't have as much power. Like, I'm sorry, that's the way. There's a reason it was set up like that all that time ago. Like, people do understand that, right? Like, it was set up that way for a reason, so it couldn't just be one party rule just running through everything they want to. And if they get rid of this, that takes away the 60 vote threshold that they need to pass pretty much everything except for, I believe it is, yep, the budget. Other than the budget stuff, like they, it's 60 vote threshold, and like, which means they need to get other people, they need to reach across the aisle and get other people to vote for it. Instead of just going full-fledged crazy and knowing it's going to go 50-50 because of that. And then, like, how about you work together like you're supposed to? That's what you're there for. That's what we did for a very long time. Which is why we still are us. And everyone keeps wanting to come here to America. I'm not making this stuff up, people. It's true. People want to come to America. That's why we're still a superpower. And because we have all these separations. And the ability for the people in the minority to still have, something. So it can't just be someone just runs through everything no matter what. And if you support this, you're dumb. Like, we need to keep it. I mean, a lot of people that say they think it will. And yeah. I don't think they're going to get all the Democrats. I'm hoping that we get at least one or two that say, no, we shouldn't get rid of it or do anything. Like, that's what it's there for a reason. Just because you don't like the reason now because you guys are in power, that's too bad. You guys, ran roughshod with it under Trump. So, deal with it. The other thing I want to get into is just, again, COVID relief money. Like, in the bill. Like, thankfully, if I read everything right, that tunnel they wanted to build, like, under the bay in San Francisco. I'm pretty sure I saw that got taken out, thankfully. And that tunnel a bridge they wanted to build in New York. You go from New York over to Canada, in upstate New York, somewhere that didn't get in there. But, I mean, we still gave $350 billion to state and local governments. And as I went over before, Chuck Schumer's spokesperson was all bragging and happy because the money they got cleared their deficit for the year. Like, so because they're idiots, your grandkids, you people listening, if you're my age, you have grandkids. You have kids, your grandkids. They'll be paying this off, if then. Like, they're going to keep spending, so it's going to go forever and ever because that's what they want to do. But, they're going to be paying for this, and, like, $350 billion of it was used to bail out places like New York and Michigan, California. I mean, there were obviously red states that got it, but I mean, the amount of money New York got, and it cleared their whole deficit, because they did the pandemic wrong and all the shutdowns and their high taxes and like all these bad policies. Like, just spend. Like, that's what they do historically. Like, look at all the money that they've wasted throughout the years just on dumb projects that folded. Like, I don't make it up. It really happened. Like, we bailed out a bunch of poorly run states and government. Like, that's just dumb. 34 to 35 billion went to Obamacare subsidies, which, we all know I'm not a fan of other people. My dollar's going to pay for other people's healthcare subsidies. Like, if it's so affordable, why do we have to raise taxes on everybody to pay for other people's healthcare? Like, we shouldn't have that problem if it was affordable. It's just a way to take more money from people, tax-wise, to give to the government to go towards this program. To pay for everyone else to have stuff. For something that's supposed to be affordable. If it's supposed to be affordable, you don't have to raise taxes or take on anyone to take their money and give it to other people. You just let people keep their money and have health care. Like, there's a better way to do that, but it's another story. Minority farmers got $4 billion. Amtrak got $1.7 billion. I could see them maybe upgrading stuff. And they were like airplanes. I'm sure Amtrak travel ceased to exist on those trains. So during the pandemic, so I could see how that would be a bad thing. The arts and humanities got $270 million extra dollars, like they didn't get enough. On top of that, they got $500 million in grants and other programs. So, I mean, there's that. $3.5 billion to food stamp programs. I get that. Like a lot of people are affected by this. If people looking for food stamps, it's probably higher. The whole not working thing in a lot of places, so I could see that. 86 billion for pension program bailouts, because that's always a good sign when they need to bail those out. $86 billion. That's with a B. $billion went to bail them out. Native American languages got 10 million. Environmental justice got 50 million. Student loan outreach 91 million. And it goes on and on and on. I'm not trying to get on it, but what? You saw the last one too, where we gave money to gender studies in Pakistan, and we gave money to Central America to help build them. We gave all this money away. Our house is broken right now. And a lot of these, 600 or so billion of this last COVID relief, the 1.9 trillion, actually went to Americans and relief to people that are getting shafted, which means they spent 1.3 trillion over. Yeah, whatever the hell the number is. It sounds right in my head. That's a lot of over $1 trillion that had nothing, that didn't go to us at all. They gave a lot of money to schools that they're not even going to use until 2022. So why'd we give them the money now? Especially as they didn't even use all the money that they got in all the other bills. And there's been a lot of it if you've actually paid attention. So why are we giving them more if they haven't used all the original stuff? It's like state and local stuff. They gave them lots of money to do stuff, and that hasn't all been used yet. So why don't we wait until that stuff gets used up, and it's enough that we shouldn't need to spend anymore. Why don't we wait until that's gone before we say, okay, well, we'll give you this much more. Because as we saw, they can move through this stuff in about 3 seconds if they really want to. Drop a bill, this will go into them, boom, done. Ominous dominus. Everything's over. It's really that easy. Why are we wasting so much money on all this? We're going to spend more money this year than ever. Ever. And our deficit's just obnoxious. No, what do you care about? You didn't care when Trump was doing it. Yeah, well, we needed to rebuild the military. If the military wasn't at such a low readiness, I think it was the lowest readiness since before we got dragged into World War II, then, we wouldn't have had to rebuild it. And, we should have been rebuilding it. Do you see what China and Russia and all, those people that don't like us, North Korea, did you see what they were doing? Before we started rebuilding ours, they were building theirs up for years. Well, Obama and Biden were building ours down and getting, paying people to early out the military, all kinds of stuff. So I, didn't have a problem with rebuilding that because you kind of need your military to be ready because, when it hits the fan, it's better to be prepared and have everything. It's one of those you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. But there are a lot of stuff that we spend money on that I think is stupid. We'll go through a big list of it one day maybe, but there's so much waste in the government, and then we go and do these bills, relief packages, and Save America, and all that garbage that they call it, when most of the money goes to other countries and the arts and bailing out poorly run states and cities and all kinds of garbage. People are really, really suffering. Their taxpayer dollars are paying the salaries of these people who, I might add, didn't miss a paycheck at all. Not one. During this whole thing, while they were holding up money and using the filibuster, they want to get rid of so that it couldn't pass, earlier. And they're sending your money all over the place and give you a $1,400 check. Well, they didn't miss one. I'm pretty sure federal employees now, if their children stay at distance learning, they're going to earn $1,400 a week for up to 15 weeks for the rest of the school year. For federal employees, that's $1,400 a week, and you guys we all just got what? If you got it already, around a $1,400 check, just one time. Start to look around. They don't give a damn about any of us. About you, me. All they care about is them damn selves. And power. That's the word of the day. Power. That's all this is. A power grab. Buy off all these people. Take care of them. Here you go, though, citizen. It pays their salary and those federal employees' salary. Here's $1,400 for you with all the money they've got. Sorry. It's ass backwards, but back asswards. Who knows? but it ain't right. With that being said, like, share, comment, follow, tell people, and check it out on Spotify. Go over the same exact stuff, but it's a little bit different of a format, and I get that one up earlier than I get the video one, but cover the same material. But check out there. Sponsors appreciate it too. And yeah, but stay nice, be kind to each other. Stay safe if you got these storms coming near you like I do, if you're listening and you're anywhere near me. And check it out. I mean, Jesse Rosinski Show, whether you're looking at it Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Google Podcasts. I mean, it's everywhere. There are a bunch of places. So just check it out. And until tomorrow, my friends. Peace.